Hello, good morning, everyone. Before I head out and go do some karate, wanted to make this time to make some videos while I got a chance to. This one is being uploaded on YouTube and such, and you'll obviously tell by the time I make and do this one. For those who have been following me faithfully and loyally on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok with this, I did some Bible verses on the 7 deadly sins, and I put this in order by my greatest sin from number 1 to number 7. So just take this moment to sit back and reflect on yourself in these sins if they apply to you, and look into the Bible verses and think about what each of these sins mean to you if you are interested and would like to. So my number 1 sin is laziness, sloth. The Bible verses are Proverbs 13:4, Proverbs 10:4, and James 4:17. I put laziness up here because it's the same thing almost everyone is familiar with and that we all go through. Procrastination, being overstressed, and just wanting to take a much needed R&R day, just to relax and unwind. Happens to the best of us. Number 2 is pride. Romans 12:16. This one, pride is a very subtle one if you do not catch it. My pride comes from being too prideful to ask for help, to ask anyone for help or assistance, and just the willing to do it on my own. For anybody who's familiar, with how people can be, family, friends, whatever, it doesn't matter. You ever ask for help and then they throw it in your face, then that can really hurt you, blow to your morale, thinking you can rely on this person, then they just throw it in your face. Like, how helpful and reliable are they at that point? To each his own, right? Number 3, lust. The Bible verses come from Galatians 5, verses 16 through 17. 2 Timothy chapter 2, 22. This one, I love women. I've had some moments and a little bit of some setbacks, but I've never let it affect me financially. Women, and with how society is nowadays, it's really hard and darn near and almost impossible to try and find someone that can match you in your energy nowadays. And it's one thing to show this and then, to act like that and whatnot. Between those who thirst trap or just want to take advantage of you, lust can be a very dangerous trap for you and whatnot. Number 4, gluttony. Philippians 3:19. I almost said a country. This one for me comes into my stress eating and such. For those who see me work out and whatnot, my diet is not the best. Sure, I burn it off, I can work it off, and whatever I do at the gym, that kind of helps me out and whatnot, and it does fairly well for me and my body and what I'm doing. My endurance and stamina is fairly well, but all this mainly stems from, what sets me back is my diet. Stress eating and not having a good healthy diet is not good for you, yourself, or your body. Ask anyone. Number 5, greed. Proverbs 28:25. Now this one, if you play any of these sins in however order and whatnot, there's a small thin line between most of them and such. And this one, I see gluttony and greed as the same thing. Most people associate greed with money. I associate this with wanting more than you need. That's what greed is about. Our Bible verse for this one is Proverbs 28:25. So the double-edged sword I have with gluttony and greed is gluttonous for wanting to always eat or stress eat something I shouldn't eat. I've done well with that and cutting back on snacks and eating healthier, but then when I'm stressed out, I stress eat. And glutton and greed comes into this with gluttony because I want more than I need and such and whatnot. And like I said, I go to the gym, so I kind of do fairly well. I burn it off more than I actually do have and get it. Number 6, envy. This one comes from James 3:16 and Philippians 2:3. Envy. Now we're kind of at the last two that hardly even associate with my person and character. Anyone who's ever tried to make me jealous or want what they have, they've often failed. When someone says, I thought you were jealous, or they were trying to make me jealous, I just laugh. That's kind of toxic of me, but it's the mindset I have because I find it funny. People try their hardest to try and make you feel some type of way or go out of their way to make you feel worse than you already do, or just anything in general. The only thing I can think of that I'd be envious nowadays is that I'm single and most of my friends aren't. But I'm happy and grateful for my friends and loved ones and those around me. Truly, I really am. So, envy, this one's just at the real bottom. It's near the bottom for me. Number 7, wrath. Proverbs 14:29, Proverbs 15:1, and Proverbs 19:11. This one is at the very, very, very bottom because thanks to the gym, karate, military, and various religion as well, to help me keep my anger issues and such under control. Like, I've grown up, and whatever you want to say, whether it's because I'm an Aries or because how I grew up in my family environment, genetics and what have you, wrath and anger was one of my sins and such, but I found a good, happy balance the older I got and matured. You're only as capable and able of being as good a person you are, not by your ethnicity, your zodiac sign, or anything. It is on you to control your actions and thoughts on what you're doing as a person. I don't blame my zodiac sign for being an Aries. We're short-tempered and ill-mannered occasionally, but I'm one of the most nicest Aries you'll ever see and meet and whatnot. So what does your zodiac sign have to do with you being the person you are? Like, they have enough vague characteristics and traits of what you are, what you do as a zodiac sign that doesn't justify that you do this and such. I don't have that kind of mindset, nor am I that kind of person. Well, this video is a little longer than I intended, but thank you all for your time. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anyone if it piques your interest. What are your 7 deadly sins that you struggle to deal with daily? You don't have to mention all 7. You could just do 3, because that's how I started this one off. I started with laziness, pride, and lust because those are the 3 that I saw. And when you sit down and think of it, remember, it's more than just the surface level of what you're thinking that these sins are. If you just think about what it is on the top, you won't ever see what's beneath the surface. Thank you for your time. You all take care. Have a blessed one. I love you all. PMC.